Hello everyone, Neorashi here. So, I've been thinking about making this video for a while. It's a tier list, but naturally, since it was not LGBTQ themed, I decided to wait until early July before making it. So, I'm actually recording this at the end of June, but I'm going to have it uh, uploaded, published on July 1st. So today's tier list is about characters from maybe not the 15 best animes I've watched, but 15 animes that I have the best memories with. There are some animes that I loved, but because I only watched them once, um, I remember loving them, but I don't have much memories with them because I instead went on to read the manga or light novel, something like that. So yeah, these. Uh, I'm making a tier list of my top three characters of 15 series that I have very fond memories with. Most of them are recent stuff. But there are some series that, though I watched in 2021 onwards, that are over a decade old. Well, like one or two series that are over a decade old, but still that I watched in 2021 or later. So let's move on to uh, the list. So these are the 45 character that I will be ranking. As I said, uh, three character, my top three character for each of these 15 series. So you can see my tabs and my apps. So I just need to open this. All right. So let's start. I'm gonna move up like so. Since these are all my top three character from each series, I'm definitely not going to go all the way down to like C or D tier. So I just decided to go with S, A plus, A, and A minus tier. So these are all great character, and you will probably notice that most of them uh, will not fit with how I actually like these series. You will see as I get to this character from the series you know I love more than anything else. So these are all in alphabetical order based on their first name, not their surname, because there's actually a couple of these that don't actually have official surnames. So that's why I went with their given names. So I'm going to, uh, since I'm guessing many of you don't know all of these characters that I'm going to show, uh, they're all. I'm going to name them and tell you from which series they come from. So let's start with the first one, which is An Kiriyama from Mono. As of, by the way, as of when I record this, I haven't actually watched the final episode of Mono, but I'm definitely gonna watch it soon. I'm probably gonna have watched it by the time I haven't watched it by the time I'm recording this, but I'm probably gonna have watched it by the time I have uploaded this. So, Anki Kiriyama is uh, probably my favorite character of Mono. Actually, I really like her. So I'm gonna start off strong with a double S character. Next is Aoba Suzukaze from New Game, and this is another easy SS because for years she has been my favorite anime character of all times. Even like 2 years, 3 years after I started Laid Back Camp, Aoba was still my favorite anime characters of all time. Actually, I think I'm gonna put her above Anne. I like her that much. Next is Aoi Yukimura from Encouragement of Climb. Uh, I like her, but probably not as much as I wish I had. Uh, but she's still my favorite character of Encouragement of Climb, so I'm going to go with an A plus for her. Next is Azusa Nakano from K-On! She's definitely my favorite character of K-On!, but K-On! Itself was not a series that I loved all that much. I mean, compared to many of the series that is on this list. By the way, every anime you will see on this list, with uh, one exception, I think. Yeah, let me just check. Yeah, with one exception, which is Mono. Everything you will see are from series that I've watched, either the full series or at least a full first season. Mono being the exception. Anyway, so Azusa, I think Azusa deserves an S tier. I like her. She's my favorite character of K-On! Um, but yeah. Next is Shiaki Oshinomori from Gamers. She's my I think she's tied for first for favorite character of that series. So she's going to go on S tier above Azusa. Next is another Shiaki Ogaki from Laid Back Camp, and she's my third favorite character of that series. I like her quite a lot, but definitely not as much as like first and second place. So I'm going to put her in A tier. Next is Chika Suzugamori from Zatsutabi. And like as I mentioned when I made my top 10 series that surprised me the most a couple months ago, I think 1 or 2 months ago. I basically I wanted to try this series mostly because Chika was cute, but in the end she ended up being a character that I love a lot more than I had expected. So she's going to be on double S tier. All right. So next is Chino Kafu from Is the Order a Rabbit? She's my third favorite character of that series, so she deserves a solid A plus above Aoi from Encouragement of Climb. Next is Ifumi Takimoto from New Game. Um, I mostly like her because I tend to have a high preference for shy girls in manga and anime, and she's my second favorite character of New Game. So I'm going to put her in A plus tier as well. Next is Inata Kuroe from Encouragement of Climb. She's my second favorite character of that series. And well, actually, I like her almost. I like her as much as Aoi, to be honest. So I'm gonna put her in A plus tier as well. All right. Next is Inata Miyake from A Place Further Than the Universe. She's my second favorite. She's my second favorite character. Honestly, for A Place Further Than the Universe, like the four main characters, I like them almost equally. It was really hard to like ditch one of them, but I decided to ditch one of them. You'll see who I ditched. You'll be able to see which one I ditched when I'm done recording this. Um, so, Hinata, I think the whole cast of I think the whole cast of Encouragement of Climb will be deserving an S tier, so I'm going to put her in S tier. Next is Otaru Ishijo from Nononburi, and she's my favorite character of that series. But I grew. She will be on double S tier. But I definitely grew to like Han better. Although um, I like how both of them are in love with another main character, but I think overall I still prefer Anne overall. I wish they did. I wish they showed her feeling more often than like just mentioning it once and never speak of it again, unlike Otaru Ishijo, but I still think they did it better, like to show us that she loves another character. Alright, so, well, okay. Next is Inori Yuitsuka from Medalist, and this is one of the most surprising series I've ever watched, or ever read, and I love Inori so much. I love how she starts out as like a crybaby who basically cannot do anything to. Well, as of volume 7, she's about to get like on one of Japan's most important ice figure skating competition for young athletes, and she grew up so much in 1 year. So yeah, definitely one of the best character, one of the best written character I've ever uh, heard. All right, next is Karen Tendo from Gamers. Um, I like her quite a bit. Uh, I don't like her as much as Shiaki Yoshinomori though. But I'm going to put her in A tier above Aoi, above Shiaki, the other Shiaki. Next is Keita Amano from, also from Gamers. The first guy so far, because there's a couple guys, the first guy so far in this tier list, and is my third favorite character of the series, and I'm going to put an A minus tier. I don't like him. I like him, but I don't like him as much as every other character I've shown so far. Um, Next is Kokuma from Super Cub. I think I'm gonna do this. Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to reduce. Yeah, I'm gonna, because there's so many characters that some of those lines will, some of those tier will have more than one line, so I need to make make it smaller. Anyway, so yeah, Koguma is a character that, if you just watch the anime, it would be kind of hard to know why is she initially that unlikable, but if you read her backstory, either online or by reading the manga, or I'm guessing the light novel, you kind of get to know why she's so unlikable at first. But she grows to be quite a reliable character. She has great character development, so I'm going to put her at the top of S tier. Next is Kokona Aoba from Encouragement of Climb. My third favorite character of the series. I don't like her nearly as much as the other two main characters I've shown so far. So I'm going to put her at the so far at the bottom of A minus tier. But again, even the character in A minus, I love them a lot, just not as much as the others. So that doesn't mean I don't hate her. Next is Konami Fujimiya, sorry, and one of the first non-main character I that are on this list. There are a few more non-main character, but this is one of the non-main character on this list, and she's one of my favorite like support character. She's my favorite support character of Non-Non-BRE. Overall, probably my third favorite character of the series. Otherwise, she wouldn't be on this list. So I just like she doesn't really have any character development, but I just love how she's like super kind toward all four of the main character, despite the pretty massive age difference. So I'm going to put her at the top of, not bottom of A plus tier. Next is Koyomi Azanuma from Zatsutabi. She's my third favorite character of that series. I don't know. She has some vibes that I didn't like, even though I still like her a lot. Out of the five main character, again, she's my third favorite. But I didn't. Yeah, she's a bit like for a character that is anywhere between 18 and 20. She's kind of childish, but not in a good way. So again, that doesn't make me hate her, but definitely not as much as I wish I had, because in terms of design, she's definitely one of the like better looking character of the series. So I'm going to put her at the top of A minus tier. Next is Kuriya Furutashi from Food for the Soul. First character we see from that series, I believe. Third favorite character, like her quite a lot. I think I'm going to put her, yeah, just under Chinokafu. Next, those who know me will know where the next actor will go. I've been a massive fan of Maya Juga from Is the Order Rabbit for the last at least 7 months, probably more than that. Actually, I've been a fan ever since I got that little phone strap I showed in my my story with first episode. I've been a massive fan of Maya Juga, so I've been like as almost like borderline a simp, and what the hell, okay, for almost a year at this point. So Maya Joga is going to be at the absolute top of S tier, and I'm gonna tell you right away, she is my favorite anime characters of all time as of when I'm recording this. So spoiler alert, no one's going to be topping her. She's going to stay at the top. I don't even know why. I mean, she's cute, and I like her. I don't know why, but she's the kind of character who would normally be like that annoying little shit that no one likes, but she does it in such a cute way. And I like her design. I like her voice actress. She's as my favorite voice actress in most of anime when it comes to like original Japanese voice. There are some characters that I actually like better in English, like Karen Tendo. Karen Tendo, actually, I love her English voice actress. If I was judging like voice actress, I would probably have put Karen Tendo over Shiaki. But as far as like Japanese voice actress go, the voice actress of Maya is one of my favorite. Um, I just like Maya. I don't know why I like her so much. I just like her. Next is let's try to stop simping on Maya for a moment. Next is the first of a few non-human character, Mamoru from My Wife Has No Emotion. And I like this little guy a lot, but he was underutilized in the anime. So I'm going to put him at the bottom of A tier. In the manga, is actually much better. I've read up to volume 7 of the manga, and he actually gets much better than he does in the anime, because the anime only covers the first like 3.5 volume. Like it ends at the middle of volume 4, something like that. Next is Mari Tamaki, or as she likes to be called, Kimari, from A Place Further Than the Universe. And I, I, I like her. I love her, actually. But the problem is, in the series she stars in, like her arc, like her main arc ends way too early. Like, she's still a super important character. She brings a lot to the table even after her arc is over. But unlike the other three main characters, where their arc ends at episode 10, 11, and 12 respectively, hers ends at episode 5. Like her personal main story ends in episode 5, not even at the midway point. It basically ends at the end of the first 3 major arc, which makes me like not dislike her, but yeah, she had so much potential. So I'm going to put her at the top of A minus tier, which is a shame because A Place Further Than the Universe is easily in my top 3 favorite series of all times. So putting one character from my top 3 in A minus tier is not something I had expected when I had the idea of making this list. Next is Mina from My Wife Has No Emotion, the main robot character of that series. And my cat is doing something I don't want him to, so I'm going to show him on the camera. Say hello. Oh, I think he sees himself right now. He's staring at the camera. There we go. So yeah, Mina is definitely a character that I love, both in the manga and the anime. I think I'm going to put her, yeah, right there in double S tier. Next is Minami Fuyuki from Hokkaido Gals Are Super Adorable. I liked her, but she was not my favorite of the main girls. You'll see my favorite of the main girls later. But like, I still liked her a lot. But I think she deserves to be on the bottom of A tier for now. Okay, now we're getting into Laid Back Camp stuff with Nadeshiko Kagamiara from Laid Back Camp. She's tied for first as my favorite character. Oh, I forgot. I said finally. I acted like I hadn't put a single Laid Back Camp character, but I just realized we had Shanky earlier. But yeah, I love Nadeshiko. She's one of the main characters of my favorite series of all time. But you'll probably be surprised that she will not be on a double S tier, but rather at the top of S tier. The character above, I just like them more. Next is Nana Oshi from Food for the Soul, and she's my favorite character of that series because she's cute as heck and she's overly shy, which I love. So I'm going to put her in basically the same spot as another super shy character that was created by the same creator. Double S tier just above Otaru Ichijo. Uh, we have another character from the same creator, Natsumi Koshigaya from Non Non Diary. Second favorite character of this series. I think I'm gonna put her in second place in A plus tier. Um, I like most of the time, like she's mischievous, she's kind of lazy when it comes to school at least. She's kind of like me when I was like her age, 13 years old, although I wasn't mischievous though. But like I hated school, I didn't want to do my homework, I wasn't great, I wasn't a great student as well, so she's kind of relatable. But sometimes she's a bit too immature. Even like, oh, I get it, she's 13 years old, but yeah, sometimes it gets annoying even for me. So that's why she doesn't get more than A plus tier. Next is Reiko from Super Cub. What do I think about her? I really like how she's basically the character that like made Koguma's life more enjoyable, not just like the super, not just like the super cubs and stuff. Like she's the main reason why Koguma doesn't remain a like unlikable character. But I don't like her as much as Koguma herself, so I think I'm gonna put her above, just above Natsumi Koshigaya. Okay, so we're like about 2/3 done. Next is going to be Renshima from Laid Back Camp, and I already said that I like her as much as Nadeshiko, so I'm just going to go ahead and put her at the top of S tier alongside Nadeshiko. Next is Ryuka Miketa, also known as Mittens from Medalist. She's by far my favorite support character of that series. Too bad she doesn't appear all that often. So I'm going to put her at the bottom of S tier. Next is, oh, we have the two mono character I haven't talked about so far. First is Sakurako Shikishima. I like how she acts like she doesn't really care about much, but clearly she does. And I love how she can be like a glutton. She eats a lot in episode 3 or 4, not 100% sure. I think it was episode 4, and I like her. I like her more than I thought I would. So I'm going to put her at the. Actually, I think I'm going to put. Whoa! What's going on? Okay. Okay, it kind of glitched. I'm going to put her in the top of S tier. Next is Satsuki Amamiya, also known as Sachan from Mono, and I like her basically as much as Sakurako, so I'm just gonna put her at the top of S tier as well. So as you can see, the first 4 characters of S tier are all characters who are basically from the same universe, because Mono and Laid Back Camp both take place in the same universe. And they're both made by the same creator. Alright, next is Sayuri Akino, who is my favorite girl from Hokkaido Gals Are Super Adorable. And as I mentioned, I like her more than Minami, but I think I'm gonna put her at the bottom of A plus tier. I like her, but like for Hokkaido Gals Are Super Adorable, it's one of those series that like the story more than I like the character. I like the character interaction more than the character themselves, if that makes sense. Alright, next is Shi Eniwa from Super Cub. And I think I like her a lot. She's super cute, super adorable. Uh, I like her arc, if we can call it that, near the end of the anime. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put her. Whoops. I'm just gonna go ahead and put her next to Koguma. I said next to, not before. And as you can see now, I have 2 lines for S tier. That's why I decided to zoom out. Okay, next is Siaro Kirima from Is the Order Rabbit. She's my second favorite character and main. She's my second favorite character and favorite main character of. Oh, you can probably hear my cat. I think he sees another cat. So Siaro is another. I'll be right back. Yeah, that's what I thought. He saw another cat. I closed the window because there was another cat right under my door. So it upsets my cat. So yeah, and she's another of these character who are in love with another main character. This is something that I tend to like quite a lot, even when it doesn't lead to like actual romance. So, like the other character that are in the same situation, and I mean, I'm talking about Anne and Otaru, she's also going to be in S tier. Whoa, wrong file. So, she's going to be next to Anne. Next is, we're going to have 3 guys in a row. Next is Takuma Kosuki from My Wife Has No Emotion. He's the main guy of that series, and although a lot of people don't seem to like this guy, because I have to admit it's kind of pathetic that he decides to marry his own like cooking robot. But the overall interaction he has with said robot are actually really cute. So I'm going to put him in A+ tier. And now we have another tier with more than 1 line. Alright, next is... let me just check something. I think I forgot something. Oh no, I didn't. Sorry. Alright, so next is Tsubasa Shiki from Hokkaido Gals are super adorable. I actually like him more than some of the girls in that series. But I still don't like him as much as other guys in this series. So I'm going to put him right above Aoba, Kokona Aoba from in A- tier. Okay, next is Tsukasa Akuraji from Medalist, and I like this guy a lot. There are so much to like about this guy. If you watch Medalist, you see that although he doesn't have as much character development as Inori does, he still has a lot of character development, especially in the manga. And well, we're probably going to see all that character development in season 2 of Medals, which has been announced a couple months ago. But yeah, out of every single guy I've had in this tier list is by a very large margin my favorite. So far, so much so in fact that I'm actually going to put him above Aoba Suzukaze in double S tier. So yeah, I like him even more than the one girl who had been my favorite anime character of all time for 4 years. All right, next is Tsutsuji Iga from oh, I'm gonna have to reduce it further because I know I no longer have access to oh, okay, now I have only one line per uh tiers again. Next is, yeah, Tsutsuji Iga from Food for the Soul, and she's my second favorite character of that series, mostly because similarly to Sakurako in Mono, she has that I don't care about anything face, but clearly she still does. And I just love how she kind of like me, always drinking energy drinks, and I love that she plays a ukulele. That is something that, for some random reason, I like a lot. So I'm going to put her actually next to Sakurako in S tier. Next is Ui Irasawa from K-On! And like Konami in Nanabiri, she's one of those support character that I actually like more than most of the main cast. So I'm going to put her. I think I'm going to put her at the bottom of A plus tier. Yeah, that sounds fair. Okay, so now we have only 4 characters left. First of these 4 is Yumiko Aragon from New Game, and I I like her. I like her mostly for her design and the fact that she's somehow a gunslinger, even though she works at a video game company. She works like on the programming stuff, especially uh, thing, clearing out bugs and stuff like that. Uh, so yeah, she's one of my favorite support characters. She's my favorite support character of that series. I think I'm gonna put her at. I'm going to put her just under Ifumi in A plus tier. Next is Yui Irasawa, uh, in from K-On! Like one of the main character of K-On! And I like her. Actually, I like her less than her own big sister. So I'm going to put her at the top of A tier. I like Ui more than I like Yui. Speaking of Yui, next is Yui Unoki from Zatsutabi. Easily my second favorite character. She's kind of cute, and I like how she has such big admiration for Chika without like being in love with her like Otaru is with Komari or Seattle is with Breeze from their respective series. So I'm going to put her at above Otaru Ishijo from above Otaru Ishijo from in the SS tier. And last but not least, Yuzuki Shiraishi from not Encouragement of Climb, but rather A Place Further Than the Universe. I like her. In terms of sheer design, she's my favorite character. Like in terms of like out of the 4 main characters, she's by a small margin the cutest, I think. And she has reasons to act kind of weird because she never really had friends because of her status as a child slash teen actress. Uh, so I think there are some stuff she did in her like her personal arc episode, which was episode 10. I think there was something that people didn't like that she did, but personally, even though I personally didn't like what she did, it was still something that was understandable. So yeah, I actually like her a little bit more than No, actually, I like her a little bit less than I like Hinata, and yeah, so I'm going to put her at the bottom of S tier. So there we have it. Um, these are how I would rank the top 3 character of the 15 animes that, again, not necessarily all my favorite, but the ones I have the fondest memory for. So yeah, that took a bit longer than I had hoped it would take. But yeah. So as you can see, my top my my top five anime characters of all times are Maya from Is the Order Rabbit, Shika from Zatsutabi, Inori and Tsukasa from Medalist, and in fifth place, Aoba Suzukaze from New Game, who again, she lost the throne as my favorite anime girls of all time, anime character of all time, but she's still in my top five. I hope you enjoyed. Uh, this took a lot longer than I thought it would take to record, but I enjoyed doing it. Anyway, I'll see you next time. I don't know when, but I'll see you soon. Have a good one.